In differentiation, mostly the questions in book and exam style questions are mostly similar. Okay, so there are few. Prove from the first principles that the derivative of 6x is 6. So you just simply have to show all the working, which was if we have y is equals to x raised to power something, dy by dx would be power comes down and we subtract 1 from the power. So y, let's say y equals to 6x and dy by dx would be when power comes down, which is already 1. So this is 1 into 6x and power minus 1. So we're left with 6x raised to power 0, which is 1. So that is 6. Same way we'll solve this. 2 4 times is 8 and subtract 1 from power is 8x. Question 7 says f of x equals ax square where a is constant. Prove from first principles that f dash x, again it is same, f of x, so f dash x, you bring the power down, multiply it with the remaining and subtract 1 from the power, so that is 2ax. Basically it is not the proof, it is just the simplification. So quickly, this is 6x, 1 less than power. This is 1 by 2x, 1 less from power is negative, and we could rearrange this to write 1 over 2 square root x. In the case when we have this answer, this is 1 over x4 firstly, simplifying using rules of indices, and I can write it in numerator as x raised to power minus 4. When we differentiate d over dx, x raised to power minus 4, we follow our steps, multiply with the power, reduce 1 from the power makes it negative 5, so minus 4 by x power 5. Let's try this with the radical. This is square root 36 x cube. So once we get rid of the square root, this is 6x 3 by 2, and dy by dx would be 3 by 2 times 6x, and we subtract 1 from the power, so 3 by 2 minus 1, 2 1 times, 2 3 times, 3 times is 9x 1 by 2, or we can write 9 square root x. We have simple questions. Differentiating quadratics. So let's say this is 4x square minus 3x plus 5. We have 3 terms, and when you differentiate them, d by dx, we get 4 2 times is 8, reduce 1 from power, 3 1 times is minus 3, reduce 1 from power, we get rid of x. The last is constant, which is 0. Differentiation of constant is 0. Okay, now differentiation actually gives you the gradient. Find the gradient of f of x at point this. So we already have this equation, and differentiation is 4 2 times 8x minus 8, and at x 1 by 2 and y 0. So x is 1 by 2 and the gradient is 4 at that point, minus 4 at that point. Find dy by dx, just simplifications. 4 2 times 8x and constant is 0. Let's try this. 5 plus 4x minus 5x square. So the differentiation of constant is 0. This is 4 minus 10x. So 4 minus 10x. Gradient of the curves, we just differentiate and plug in the value of x. Find the y coordinate of the value of the gradient at the point P with x coordinate 1 on the curve with equation this. So when we have to find the y coordinate, we just plug it in. So that is 3, 2 into 1 minus 1 squared. 3 plus 2 minus 1, 5 minus 1 is 4. So coordinates are 1, comma 4, y is 4. And for the gradient, dy by dx, we get rid of the constant, and that is plus 2 minus 2x, and this is at x1, so gradient is 0 at that point. Differentiating functions with two or more terms is exactly the same way, we just deal with them individually. X cube plus x square minus x raised to power 1 by 2, we just deal with them individually. So dy by dx, this is 3x square. You bring this 2 down, this is 2x, reduce 1 from power, we bring this number down, and when you reduce, that is negative 1 by 2. And simplifying in the next step, plus 2x minus 1 over 2 x raised to power 1 by 2, or square root, whatever you wish. Simple differentiation. Okay, it says find the point on the curve with the equation f of x where gradient is 0. This time we have the gradient and we have to find the coordinates. So let's try this first one. F of x is equals to x square minus 5x. Gradient is given by the differentiation. So f dash x is 2x minus 5. And when the gradient is 0, 0 is equals to 2x minus 5. We make x the subject of the formula and x is 5 by 2. So points, we already have x. Put that in the equation. That is 5 by 2 squared minus 5 into 5 by 2. And we get 25 by 4 minus 25 by 2. And that would be minus 25 by 4. Let me confirm. 25 by 4 minus 25 by 2 is minus 25 by 4. So the coordinates are x 5 by 2, y negative 25 by 4. Are you okay with these? Do you know how to differentiate them? Okay. Exam style question. F of x equals 12 over p square root x plus x, where p is a real constant and x is greater than 0. Given that f dash 2 is equals to 3, so first we go with the derivative, and we have the value of x and we have the value of the derivative, or you can say the gradient. So giving you answer in form of a square root 2, where a is a rational number. Now let's start. Let me have some writing space. This is f of x is equals to 12 by p square root x plus x. I find it easy when all the x numbers are in numerator. So let 12 by p the constant times x raised to power negative 1 by 2. When it goes up, power changes, sign changes. Now I'm going for differentiation. So f dash of x is equals to, I'm going to multiply it with the power negative 1 by 2 times 12 by p times x raised to the power, we reduce 1, this is 3 by 2, and differentiation of x alone is 1. So f dash x is equals to 1 times 2 6 times, that is negative 6 over p, and this is coming down and the power is changing its sign, plus 1. Now we know at x2 gradient is 3. So gradient 3 negative 6 over p x2 3 by 2 plus 1. So bringing this 1 on the other side, that is 2 is equal to negative 6 over p and 2 power 3 by 2. If I just multiply this or bring 2 on the other side, that would be P is equals to negative 6 over 2 into 2 3 by 2. Either we use indices to simplify 2 first, or just make use of your calculator. So that's negative 6 over 2 times 2 raised to the power 3 by 2, and calculator is giving me decimals and I need it in a radical form. So let's simplify. 2 1 times, 2 3 times, that is negative 3 over 2 3 by 2. This 3 right here is the power and this 2 is the radical. So for 2 3 by 2 I can write it as 2 cube radical, that is cube root 8, and cube root 8 could be written as 2 square root 2. This is 8, 2 2 4 times, 2 2 times, and 2 1 times. So that is actually 3 times and 1 comes out. So 2 square root 2, this is negative 3 over 2 square root 2. That's the answer. And he needs the answer in this form, so let's go for rationalizing. Into 2 square root 2 over 2 square root 2, that is negative 3 2 times is 6 square root 2 over 2 square is 4 into 2 is 8, and we simplify, this is negative 3 by 4 square root 2. So A is basically negative 3 by 4. Now what this normal and tangent means, whenever you have x-axis and y-axis and whatever the curve is given, at any point when you draw the tangent, this is basically dy by dx, that is the derivative, and when you draw a perpendicular to it, that is reciprocal of the gradient. Just like in IGCSE, this is basically m1, this is m2, and relation between them is m1 into m2 is equals to -1. Find the equation of tangent to the curve at this point. So equation of tangent, I have this curve which is y is equals to x square minus 7x plus 10, and gradient dy by dx is equals to 2x minus 7, and we know that we are looking at x2. So when x is 2, the gradient is -3. Now we have the gradient, we have the point. So y is equals to mx plus c at y is 0 when gradient is -3 and x is 2. So c is positive 6. Finally equation is y is equals to -3x plus 6. This is the equation of the tangent. Let's say roughly this was the curve, and at x2 this is the equation of the tangent. It would definitely be the other way around because gradient is negative. And if he would ask for the equation of normal, which he does in this section, okay, let's do this. This is y is equals to x square minus 5x. So dy by dx is 2x minus 5, and we are looking at 6 comma 6. So when x is 6, 12 minus 5, gradient is 7. So when gradient is 7, gradient of normal would be m1 times m2 is equal to -1. This is 7 into m2 is equals to -1, and gradient of normal is -1 by 7. All other steps are same. We have the gradient, we have the point. So and first we did with y equals mx plus c. Now let's try y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught. So y minus 6, gradient is -1 by 7, x minus 6, 6 comma 6, and we just simplify and we get the equation. Question number 6. The point P with x coordinates 1 by 2 on the curve with equation this. The normal to the curve at P intersects the curve at point P and Q. Find the coordinates of Q. So we need the equation so we can solve them simultaneously. Y is equals to 2x square, dy by dx is 4x, x is 1 by 2 already, so at 1 by 2 the gradient is 2, gradient of tangent is 2, and it says the normal, so for normal gradient would be negative 1 by 2. Now I have the gradient and I can find the point. Equation is already given, so y is equals to 2 into 1 by 2 squared, that would be 1 by 4, so finally 1 by 2. Now I have the coordinates, and at 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 it crosses the curve and the gradient is this. To find the equation of normal, y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1. Y minus 1 by 2 is equal to negative x by 2 plus 1 by 4. I'm multiplying with 4 on both sides. 4y minus 2 is equal to minus 2x plus 1. Rearranging, 4y plus 2x is equals to 3. So we have the equation of the normal. Now y is equals to 2x square, and we have this equation. I'm going to substitute that here. So 4 and substituting y, that is 2x square plus 2x is equals to 3. 8x square plus 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. And let's try for midterm breaking. 8 3 times is 24. So 8x square plus 6x minus 4x minus 3. We get 2 as common, x is common. This is 4x plus 3 minus 1. 4x plus 3 is equals to 0. 2x minus 1 and 4x plus 3 equals to 0. So this first one gives you x is equals to 1 by 2, and we already have that for b. So the other one should be for q. 4x plus 3 equals to 0. So x is equals to negative 3 by 4. Now we have the value of x. Plug it in any equation and we get the value of y. So 4y plus 2 into negative 3 by 4 is equals to 3. So 2 into 3 divided by 4, that is 3 by 2, goes on the other side, gets added with 3 is 9 by 2, divided by 4 again is 9 by 8. So coordinates of q are x minus 3 by 4, y 9 by 8. Any confusion? Okay, this is it which you were concerned about, second derivatives. So this is the order to understand second derivative. We have the equation, then first derivative is dy by dx. This is equation. This is gradient, first derivative. Second derivative is d square y over dx square. That gives you the nature of that point. For example, we say that we have an equation, whatever it is, and we say dy by dx. And if I say I am talking about a curve and I need to find the turning point. So at turning point, in this case we know, but in every case we know it is 0, gradient is 0, it is horizontal. But how would I know that this point is minimum point or maximum point? This right here will tell me if that is minimum or maximum point. And when d square y by dx square is less than 0, that is a maximum point. And when d square y by dx square is greater than 0, positive, that is a minimum point. This is how you learn. Positive people smile, negative people are sad. So when it is negative, it is a maximum point. When it is positive, it is a minimum point. Let's solve an example question. Okay, for example, I have equation y is equals to 3x cube plus 2x square. Now that's a cubic equation and we know that it has two curves. So first derivative dy by dx is equals to 9x square plus 4x. Now we're going to find the turning point. At turning point, that is maximum or minimum, we know that gradient is 0 because at maximum and minimum point the tangent is horizontal. So 0 is equals to 9x square plus 4x. We take out x as common, left with 9x plus 4, and one is x is equals to 0, other is 9x plus 4 equals to 0, and I get minus 4 by 9. Now I know these 2 points. One is x0, other is minus 4 by 9. Let me find y also. So for this, when x is 0, I know y is 0. And when x is negative 4 by 9, let's solve for y. 3 times minus 4 by 9 cube plus 2 times minus 4 by 9 squared. And I get 32 by 243, which is approximately equal to 0.131. For now, I'll keep this. So the other turning point is 4 by 9, comma 32 by 243. Let's name them. This is A, this is B. Now, how do I know which one is maximum and which one is minimum? So we started off with the equation y is equals to 3x cube plus 2x square. And our derivative was with us, which is 9x square plus 4x. And turning points are right there. One of which is this, other is this. Now I'm going for double derivative. Here is its use. D square y over dx square is basically derivating the derivative again. So that would be 18x plus 4, right? Now I'm going to plug in the values. When I use 0, when I'm looking for a, that is 18 times 0 plus 4 is equals to 4. I'm not interested in the magnitude. I'm just interested in positive or negative. So this is positive. When d square y by dx square is greater than 0, that is a minimum point. So this point is minimum. On the other hand, 18x plus 4 d square y by dx square, that is 18 times negative 4 by 9 plus 4. So 18 into negative 4 divided by 9 plus 4, I'm getting minus 4. So this negative right here, d square y by dx square is less than 0, is a maximum point. So I would know this point right here is negative 4 by 9 and 32 by 243, and this point right here is 0, 0. Okay, so we have these questions. A part says find derivative. Y is equals to 3x5 plus, let me write this in numerator, this is 4x minus 2. So dy by dx is 5 3 times 15 x4 plus this is negative 8 and x minus 3. This is the derivative, and double derivative is again this 15, 4 times is 60 x3 minus minus plus 24x minus 4. And when you need to simplify, you may write it like this, and 60x cube plus 24 over x4. So same derivative and double derivative. Question number 3. Given that y is this, find the value of x when double derivative is 0. So this is y, and let's use this space. Y is equals to 2x minus 3 cube. So dy by dx is 3 2x minus 3 whole squared, and derivative of the fraction inside the bracket is 2 only. So 2 3 times is 6 into 2x minus 3 whole square. Done with single derivative. Now double derivative. D square y over dx square would be 6 2 times 12. 2x minus 3 power 1. Again internal derivative is 2. This gives 24 into 2x minus 3. Simplifying further, 48x minus 72. And it is given that double derivative is 0. So 72 is equals to 48x. X is equals to 72 by 48. 72 by 48 is 3 by 2. Given that this, find the value of x. So that is 3 by 2. Clear? So sure, this is just the revision of the concept.